Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. So I have finally decided to look at the fishing quests. It's something that, I'll be honest with you, I've been putting off for a long time, because fishing in games is not something that appeals to me. Generally I tend to be more of a sort of run around, kill everything, level up sort of player, but if you want a more immersive roleplay style game, then I'm guessing fishing, catching your food, preparing it and cooking it definitely add to the immersion. And let's face it, Skyrim is probably one of the most immersive games out there. Anyway, I have played through the fishing skill line and I was pleasantly surprised, I'll be honest with you. The quest in the fishing in here splits into two paths, and what we're going to be doing today is following Viriya's quests, and I'll be honest with you, I was pleasantly surprised with the outcome. There are a few bugs in it, I've got to warn you. You want to make sure you've got Immersive Citizens switched off, otherwise at least 3 of the quests probably won't work for you. And if you use JK's interiors, you're going to want to switch that off as well for at least one of the quests, which is a little bit later. So what I want to do is get the quest underway, catch my first fish, and then we'll hop over to Riften, find Viriya, and start her quest line. This is where the quest splits in two, so you can speak to Viriya or talk to swims in deep water. Going to speak to both of them so that I can pick up both parts of the quest, but it's Viriya's quest line that I'm actually going to follow here.
Tidings. Of course.
A couple of other things that's worth noting is the NPCs don't really have much in the way of dialogue, and the quests are all given to you via notes, so I recommend you don't have a full inventory of notes and books like what I generally have, because it does make finding them quite hard. So here's Viriya, and it's going to be her quest line we're going to follow this time.
Here, I want you to have this. Don't ask, just take it.
So to save reading the whole note out, basically Viriya wants us to go and find her a juvenile mud crab from just outside Whiterun, because she believes it's feasible to breed them like you do fish, because ultimately, and a bit of a spoiler here, she wants to set up her own stall. So let's go find her a juvenile mud crab.
The waiting, the insufferable waiting. It would seem so. Thanks. Good luck out there.
When you get to the mud crab breeding ground, it is being protected by this drow, I can never pronounce it, so just come prepared for a bit of a battle. Once it's taken down, then we can go and get the juvenile mud crab. Thought I'd do a little bit of a close-up shot of the of this little cutie for no other reason than I thought it was really sweet. Once you have picked it up, it's back to Viriya to finish this quest and take on the next one. And obviously you've got this huge big mama crab here as well.
I won't go back to it.
The waiting, the insufferable waiting. Thanks. Couldn't have done that without you. I'm grateful for your efforts. Here, take this.
Selecting the know of anyone in need of fishing work around
You're headed to
Skyrim
Falkreath.
is the option
all in
which
this
will
note.
take you onto the next quest.
You know Bellathor's shop in Whiterun? That'd be a good place to start. He carries all sorts of things like that.
The next quest takes us to Falkreath, where we need to find a glass catfish to make an invisibility potion to sort of lure out a guard who's possibly been drinking skooma. So we need to catch a glass catfish first. Using the map that I picked up in the at the beginning of the video, I found the best place was the far west bank of the Falkreath Lake. Once I'd found the right location, I did actually catch it on my first try. Whether that's more luck than judgment, I don't know. But there we go, glass catfish. Now we've got to go to Falkreath to speak to Viriya, or Zariah. She's in her apothecary, which is called the Grave Concoctions.
Someone new? Perhaps someone looking for me to mix something up for them? I'm grateful for your efforts. Here, take this. Maybe you can help me.
This is the note from the Jarl, which goes into more details about why he wants the invisibility potion. That he suspects one of his guards to be taking skooma, and he wants you to swap out a bottle of skooma for an invisibility potion, which actually turns to be quite amusing.
Try not to judge Falkreath.
Don't let the shop's name frighten you away. I have plenty of reliable tonics and healing potions to sell. Thank you. Here, this is for you. Good luck out there.
The barracks is literally directly across from the alchemy shop.
What do you need?
So it's quite easy to find. Once you get there, just go to the second option, and here's a bottle of skooma. Once you follow the guard down the stairs, things get a little bit interesting.
I can almost
But
taste it.
I'll let you watch it for yourself.
Oh no. By the gods, this can't be happening. Gods help us. Somebody do something!
And once you finish tormenting the guard, head back to Zariah in her apothecary to collect your rewards and move on to the next quest.
Don't let the shop's name frighten you away. I have plenty of Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. Need something?
I'd like to comment on the
Seems
mud
so.
crab, Mr. Snippy, or Snippy,
All right,
and
then.
say hello to him or it as well, but I don't think it has any relevance on anything, to be honest with you.
Yes? You're headed to Whiterun. It's all in this note. All right, then.
This is actually quite a cute little quest where we've got to go and get a goldfish for Mila Valentia. One thing I will stress on this is please turn off Immersive Citizens from your menu. I'll show us that in a minute, but this is the Heart of Gold. You also don't want to make the same mistake I did, which is go straight to Mila Valencia by following the quest marker. We actually have to go and get the goldfish
You'd be
first.
surprised how much work it is selling things at a stall. It's not all standing around and chatting.
If you watched my video Gallows Hall, you know we found 3 goldfish in Mara's Eye Pond, which is just southwest of Windhelm. Without giving too much away, it's worth taking at least 2 of these for one for now and one for a little bit later. I actually took all 3.
Let's see you put up a fight.
I work
Once
with my
you've
mother.
given
Sell
Mila
fruits and
Valentia her
vegetables. It's
goldfish,
fun most days. but
the
hard
quest will
work.
not progress if you do not have Immersive Citizens switched
Can I
off.
keep
So
him?
if you haven't
Please?
done it already, now's the time to do it. Otherwise
You're the
you'll be running
best.
around and around
Thanks.
Whiterun and getting nowhere. To disable Immersive Citizens, go into your Magic tab, go to your Powers set screen, select Immersive Citizens Control, use your Shout button, and then disable it. Once you've done this, if you haven't done it already, Mila Valentia will run to where she keeps the goldfish and you can progress the quest.
Thank you. Here, this is for you. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
I'm waiting. It would seem so. You're headed to Morthal. It's all in this note. Until next time.
Now we're off to Morthal to meet Brucius and have a little fishing contest with him. And again, for this next quest, you need Immersive Citizens disabled.
Make it quick. Yeah. How much?
I was feeling really confident, so I bet 1,000 gold here.
Little coin always greases the wheels. Here's where you need to go.
The quest marker takes you just outside Morthal, just east, so just run on over. Without sounding boring, if you don't have your Immersive Citizens disabled, then Brucius doesn't turn up and he can't attack you, and then this immense fight can't take place, which unfortunately has to take place. Yeah, as you can see, I still had it activated to my shout button. Reading Bruce's journal will tell you that he had a very special ring which he lost around here somewhere by defending himself from a hammer blow, and as a fisherman it's now our job to go and find it. With your fishing rod equipped, head over to the fishing supplies and you can have a nice look at this tower while you cast your line out. And for me again, it was the first catch was the ring. It probably will be for you as well, because there we go. You get the Warlock's ring, which is actually quite a good little ring.
Out with it. Maybe you can help me. You're headed to Dawnstar. It's all in this note. This won't be easy, but that's why I'm sending you. Think you can handle it? Thanks. Good luck out there.
Just let me deal with this really annoying dragon and we'll carry on with the storyline. No, that's taken care of. We can carry on with the main quest, which is to go to the coast slightly north of Dawnstar, as there are reports of mud crabs hurling themselves out of the sea, believe it or not. So this is what we're going to go and investigate now. This is the small fisher's hut just north of Dawnstar. Now I'm not sure if this is because I've got mods installed or if the quest is a bit buggy, but my mud crabs all come out invisible. Couldn't see them. I think there was like one or two which I could actually see. So yeah, invisible mud crabs but not invisible blood. It turns out that the reason for this problem is this necromancer here has cast a spell on the local wildlife so that he gets wave after wave of docile mud crabs to practice his necromancy on, but as with everything in Skyrim, it seems to have gone wrong for him. While you're here, there is a fishing map of the Pale, so it's worth just going into the shack and taking that. When I fast travel back to Riften to speak to Viriya, the courier caught up with me again and gave me another note. Again, it's another place where the fishing quest splits into two. So we've got a letter from Mila Valentia, which we'll pick up in a minute, and we need to speak to Viriya as well.
We sure showed them, eh? Thanks for your part in all that. I understand. I've come to rely on you. There's something I want you to have. It was my father's. It would be my honor if you carried it. May the gods keep you.
The Alakia fishing rod gives you an increased chance of catching small fish while fishing.
Stay sharp out there. Of course, it's all in this note.
Before we do with Fang Tusk, we're going to go and see Mila Valentia, or at least give her a second goldfish, which is why I decided to make sure you grabbed at least two from Mara's Eye Pond. If you didn't grab two, just go and get one before you go back to Mila.
Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather? This is great! Wow, thanks!
Once again, don't forget to deactivate Immersive Citizens if you have reactivated it. Otherwise, unfortunately, this quest won't progress again.
You're going to love it here. We have a lot of fun, and we look out for each other, just like any family. Thanks. Here, this is for you.
The next note that Mila gives you takes you to her secret stash place, which is also why she gave you the key, so you can unlock the strongbox she's got there. So again, just follow the quest marker and it'll take you to where she's got her stash. This is just behind Dragon's Reach Keep, and on opening it I decided not to take her money. I just took the Ancestor Mothwings. I figured she's struggling for money, so I don't really want to be taking that from her, even though I just got her a goldfish or two. While I was there, I read the bounty on Fang Tusk, which is asking you to go and clear a hawker, which is basically preying on people. But first we need to lure it out with some Arctic graylings, which we are going to go and catch next. Now these you don't have to fish for, you can actually go and swim for them. These Arctic graylings, as you've seen, they can be found underneath an ice floe by this rocky outcropping pretty much directly north of the Dawnstar Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, which is pretty much just there. Now we just need to travel northeast of Windhelm to lure out Fang Tusk.
Give up while you still can.
And it turns out that this bad boy has got a vampiric ring on him, which is why he's drawing the life out of everybody around him. And then we've got to go see your life in Windhelm to let him know we've saved all the fishermen.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us,
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet. It's really dead then? It may be dead now, but where did it come from?
if by message
You've done well.
a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
We're ready to start this war in earnest then.
soon.
I still see
This time I found Viriya in Helga's
I'm
bunkhouse, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest with you.
It would seem
But I guess
so.
she's got to put her head down somewhere.
Demean yourself with these people you barely know.
You're headed to Markarth.
Real love for
It's
you.
all in this note.
It's only a bit of fun. You're a lovely
I'll take
young
my
thing.
leave then.
You should try it sometime.
Fishing tutors, quite a straightforward little quest. Basically, we're going to go to Markarth and teach Linnea how to fish.
Hi? Is there something I can do for you? Indeed. If that's what you want. I'll see you there soon. Is there anything else you need? Of course.
Please, give me the sweet embrace of death. Let me rest. Please.
You've done well. I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
And it's as simple as that.
Well,
Catch 3
I
fish
guess
and
I
she's
owe you my
happy.
thanks. I couldn't be more pleased. Take this small token of my appreciation.
I won't.
Yes? Of course. It's all in this note.
Again, another note, and this time we're helping Rysard get some rare bottles of wine that he's lost in a river. So that's what I have to get. Once you get to the fishing spot, it's pretty straightforward, and it appears to be the first 3 casts you actually put out. You get Rysard's wine. Once you've found his wine, the next thing you've got to do is actually find Rysard himself. He's usually travelling on the path between Markarth and Whiterun.
How can I assist? Excellent. And now, please, accept this token of appreciation.
It is done.
Need something?
I won't go back to it.
You're headed to the capital.
I won't.
It's all in this note.
This quest, the Seafood Feast, requires you to go and make 3 foods for Gisli and serve them to her at the Winking Skeaver. I do recommend disabling the mod if you've got it installed, JK's Interiors for the Winking Skeaver, otherwise this quest won't work, as well as disabling Immersive Citizens. Again, it's not going to work if you don't do it. Crab stew is mud crab meat, leek, garlic and potatoes. And the mud crab meat you can get off pretty much any mud crab. Arctic char can be found at Heller's Folly or in Pilgrim's Trench, just swim for them. And salt pile is a pretty common ingredient found throughout Skyrim. And steamed mud crab legs is just mud crab legs that you steam. Now this is where I did not disable the JK's in Winking Skeaver interior. I put the feast down here, and then I had a whole world of problems.
Well, hello.
Gisli, or Erica's
Hello,
sister,
I'm
because that's what
Gisli,
everyone else
but
calls
you
her.
can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
She'll be stuck here indefinitely if you don't switch off JK's interiors. Actually disable your mod in your mod manager, and also if you don't disable
We'll speak again later.
Immersive Citizens. So yeah, don't just disable this,
What are you doing that for?
disable the mod as well.
Spare some gold?
Let me know if you want anything.
I didn't actually realise you had to disable JK's interior mods and Immersive Citizens when I first started this. So I ended up with a bit of a mess and had to go back out and reload the cell. And this is what upstairs now looks like. Gisli's nowhere to be found, however the quest can progress. All you got to do is wait an hour. And it progresses. And finally, it took me ages to work this out. However, it all paid off as she was happy with the food and she left some money for us, which was great.
I'm glad I ran into you. I was wondering...
Hello, ladies. Is there anything a big, strong man can do for you this fine day?
I don't know. If you see any big strong men around, let us know, will you?
Yes? Of course. It's all in this note. It would seem so.
Now we've got to do a fishing quest for Calcimo and investigate Bronzewater Cave, as apparently there's some sort of dwarven object there which he wants. Bronzewater Cave is northwest of Anger's Mill.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
Ignoring the Atronachs, the Fisherman's Journal's like 100 yards behind us. No idea what it's doing over there. But this is telling you to find the Dwarven Fishing Rod schematics in Afthand's ruined tower.
Give up while you still can. Come on, let's see you put up a fight. Is that the best you can do?
After finding your way down, you can finally find the Dwarven fishing rod schematic, and this is what we're going to take to Calselmo.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Yes? No, that's probably not of any use. Ah, yes, there it is. Thank you so much. Of course. What? Oh, goodbye. I have things to study. What is it? I've been holding on to this for you. Here.
The Dwarven fishing
Hope you
rod
like
greatly increases the chance of catching items while fishing, which is
now, be careful.
why we need it for this particular part of the
Yes,
quest.
yes, I have a lot of research to do.
Oh, and you can buy the mud crab off of Calselmo too, but I haven't done that yet. Make sure you got the Dwarven fishing rod equipped for this particular part, and then cast out, and you should be able to reel in the strange glowing Dwarven items. Which go in these receptacles that the quest markers are pointing to. No idea why the Dwarven worker menu popped up. Didn't want anything on it. I didn't click on it. It just done it on its own for some reason. But this is the this is what we get out of this this chest for this quest.
Not too shabby.
Once you complete this quest, you do not get another automatic quest pop up telling you to go and find Viriya. I fast travelled back to Riften looking for her when I was approached by the courier.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
The courier gives you Viriya's hastily drawn written letter, which she's asking you to go back to Dawnstar, where you defeated the mudcrab swarms, as apparently there's a lot more of them turning up. Well, there's a ghostly apparition anyway of a mudcrab. And this is what I was greeted at when I got there. A catapult. And apparently an awful lot of frenzied mudcrabs, but again, glitched on my game, but they were all blooming invisible, so I could not see what I was attacking. And I didn't really want to start attacking the guards, but I've done the best I could anyway. There are two waves of them, so having dispatched the first wave, you got to prepare and take on the second wave. Again, unfortunately for me, they're invisible, so I won't bore you with me fighting invisible mudcrabs. When you finally killed the second wave, you got to regroup with Viriya inside the shack. For me, she got stuck, so I ended up having to push the other dude out of the way to get her to come in here.
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time. What was that?
And this is where the fun begins, because there's a whacking great big crab we've got to take down. Well, I tried the catapult first of all, but apparently we need some sort of flaming pot, and they can only be gotten off of the frenzied crabs. After getting 6 of the flaming pots and firing all 6 from the catapult at the Guardian Emperor crab thing, finally defeat it.
You made it. I'm impressed. It was a gamble, but it turned out well. Good job out there. Glad you were with us. Thanks. Stay sharp out there.
Now we have to speak to one pretty much ungrateful Jarl, but aren't they all?
Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you. Hadn't expected you had it in you. Here, take this for a job well done. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
Once again, there's no quest marker for the next stage of the quest, so you literally just have to wait for the courier to come and find you, which I did by hanging around Riften Docks.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
The last note from Viriya tells you how she wants to set up her own stall in town selling mud crab meat, and you have to get her 18 pieces of firewood, 20 nails, 4 iron fittings, and get her a lock so that she can actually build her stall. All of this can be acquired from the Hearthfire expansion if you've got it. Once you craft all the items and got the firewood, head back to Viriya and give them to her. Say hello to Snippy as well.
By the gods, I don't even know what to say. Thanks. I'll see you there.
I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came from.
After waiting 24 hours, speak to the very grateful Viriya, and this concludes the last parts of her storyline on the Quishing Fest fishing quest.
Thanks. Good luck out there.
Jewelry, legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
To summarise the fishing quests, I'm going to say that I was actually pleasantly surprised. Yes, there's a lot of bugs with the invisible mud crabs. Yes, you got to disable Immersive Citizens. Yes, you need to disable JK's interiors for the Winking Skeaver if you've got it for these quests to work. But it's actually not as bad as what I thought. I've got to still run through the Swims in Deep Waters quest line yet. But the Viriya's was fun. I actually enjoyed it. And I hope you did too. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe to my channel if you don't already. I look forward to seeing you next episode. Look after yourselves and take care now. Bye bye.
What happened?